This is usually what Cade takes down every single
That's my
evening.
fucking snack before breakfast.
This blockage. Honestly, fuck the IRS. And Cade has already escaped the IRS's matrix because you don't pay taxes, Cade.
Nope.
So fuck you and fuck the IRS. But honestly, a lot of people, they'll talk about, hey, why don't you just move to Puerto Rico for the tax incentives? You're retarded if you do that. If you've been to Puerto Rico, it sucks. I mean, unless you're in the super small fucking Ritz-Carlton community, you are living the worst life ever just to save on taxes. And then the question is, why the fuck do you even make money in the first place?
Can you just buy real estate every year and rip cost segregation?
You just don't pay
Never have
taxes.
to pay taxes.
You just don't pay taxes.
Ever.
And that is literally the name of the game. Just don't pay taxes.
Even if you're making a shit ton of money from your business, if you put at least 40% of that probably into real estate, just never have to pay taxes.
Instead of buying a stupid Lamborghini.
Don't buy an AMG, bro.
That's exactly what Kate did, which is why he's telling you don't do it.
Don't do it.
So now we're gonna go get a big, fat, thick boy, quasi-healthy burrito.
Definitely not.
A little bit. There'll be protein in there. But the real thing is, it doesn't fucking matter how much money you make. Like right now, I'm making a lot of money in revenue. You know what my profit was this month? Like fucking nothing. Because
We gotta get better at this. I just calculated the numbers on my sixplex that I bought in December.
Yeah, he bought it in December. So what so what were the numbers?
So my cash on cash return's gonna be like 16% conservatively. But I just knew it was a good deal when I bought
So it's
it.
a 16% cash on cash return. That's pretty fucking
It's
good.
not bad.
So people like if
But
you,
I should have ran those numbers before I bought.
So if you have money in your savings account, you're making 2 or 3%. If you and T-bills maybe 4%, and the stock market you're hoping to get 7%, and you're going to pay taxes on that.
Options
But what?
you can make 30.
Okay. But if you buy real estate, Cade just is getting a 17% cash on cash return, plus it's allowing him to not pay taxes. So what is the actual cash on cash return if you calculate the tax benefits? Like let's say you make $200,000 in a year, you're gonna have to pay 40 to 50% of that to the government. Since I suck at fucking math, we're gonna take 50%.
That would basically be like 35 to 40% then.
Yeah.
From what? Because I'm wrote off 300K or so, probably more. I think I wrote off more, and then I won't have to pay taxes on 200 grand, so that saves me 50 grand. So yeah, basically that's 25% plus 17, which would be like 37 or 38.
And so you're not gonna get that anywhere. But it's not easy to buy real estate. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
It's fucking nerve-wracking when you just put all your money every month into interest payments. I've been paying about 8 or 9 grand in interest payments for the last 6 months. So yeah, basically you can't buy anything when you're paying that much in interest if you're only making 15 grand a month.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
I'm broke. I'm living like a broke boy right now.
But he's living broke now to live having long-term wealth in the future. It's really just the delayed gratification and understanding it's going to take 6 to 12 months to get a property stabilized once you have everything up and running. But then once you do, you're going to have incredible cash flow, but it's still not easy. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to manage. It takes a lot of effort to do things, but isn't that what you want to fucking do, to have a long-term wealth? And nothing is easy in life. And
Come
so
July, your boy's going to be up real.
but then what we're going to do is we're going to buy a 20-unit complex and it's going to be right back to being broke.
Oh yeah. I mean, the cycle is endless, but it's worth it.
Yeah, because then what happens when you're 35 years
Next
old?
thing you know, you're fucking ripping 40K in cash flow every month, and then you can buy an AMG.
Yeah, exactly. It just takes years and years to build wealth. Have you ever fucking heard of any rich person saying, yeah, I got rich in 2 years, and then I bought my AMG, and I bought my Lamborghini, and I bought my penthouse?
Rich area, and less than 2% of the people driving nice cars are under 35, guaranteed.
Yeah, because it honestly just takes time. And what happens on Instagram is you get skewed to think that it doesn't. But the problem is none of these guys on Instagram are actually wealthy. They spend every single fucking dollar they make just on retarded shit. Like, that is not who you should be looking up to. And I'm not saying what we're doing is right or what we're doing is like what you should look up to. It's just what every single person who's built wealth over time has done. So it's not fucking that difficult. It's just replicating the exact same thing that every rich person does. And this is exactly what they say. The only difference is most people don't realize this until they're 35. And then it still takes 10 years to accumulate and to compound and to let this shit play out. But if you start when you're 22 and you just start small, the first one is the hardest because you're taking a massive risk. You have no fucking clue what you're doing. You're probably gonna fuck up. But what do you know? Now you just do it. You grow a pair of balls.
Don't be a pussy.
And the big thing is taxes. So that's why it is definitely, it's not the easiest thing to pull the trigger on, but if you're making money from your business, it's the only fucking option. If you are not a pleb, even though the highest return on investment is gonna be your business, that's why you can partner with people and you can invest into real estate still. And there's tons of syndications, finding a right person. I know so many people who do this. Me and Cade will probably do this in the future and to different degrees. I would encourage every single person that I start to hire and that starts to make a lot of money is, hey dude, we'll just partner up and buy real estate deals together. We'll be able to buy bigger complexes. It's gonna allow you to not pay taxes and build wealth long term. And it's just the way to do it, honestly. And then what's even better is you just build wealth with the gang. It's so much more fun. And then you guys can all whip your AMGs. But you don't need it when you're fucking 22 years old. And the reason why I hammer this down so often is because that's exactly what I wanted and what I thought. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get this cool car, I'm gonna get all these things. That's not cool. That is not the thing to do. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by so much wisdom of older people. Like, my clients are all 60 plus years old and they are mega wealthy. And they said that when they were young, they bought the cars, they bought the houses, they bought all the cool shit. But then you get over leveraged, you're fucked. So don't be gay. Make a lot of money when you're young, invest it, and then you're gonna be chilling. You're gonna be chilling.